Alright. Oh, so they give us a Chimera right off the bat. Look at that. I have at least one mount that looks like that in WoW. I think 2. There's the item that Tyrande was wearing. Well, let's just give that to Malfurion.
The hunt awaits.
Over 30 seconds. If we get into a fight up here with Illidan, or whatever, I'll be able to set that up. Okay, so there's Kael'thas's camp. I can't control it. That's all AI controlled. Alright, so hopefully he'll be watching over that side. There's that Ancient of Wonders. Hey! Hey! You want to buy some items? Let's get a Tree of Eternity. Now, I can't really take my time entirely in this mission, because, as you see, we have a timer going on here.
The Naga have captured some human paladins. If we could free them, they might aid us against Illidan.
I see. Magroth the Defender. Oh, look, fairy dragons. Phase shift, mana flare. Yep. It's worth noting, Brightwing was not a character until Heroes of the Storm. And then they added her in World of Warcraft, and all of a sudden she was an actual character. And that's something that I've noticed that, you know, Blizzard tends to embrace. That when characters become actual characters in Heroes, they go ahead and, like, really actually use that in the other games. I mean, heck, I've named some of my Diablo characters after their names in Heroes of the Storm. Let's get that up and going. Boy, I need some more wisps. Get some more lumber going here.
Research finished.
Alright, so Tree of Eternity is in the process. I've got plenty of gold at the moment. What I need is more wisps.
What threatens these
Our
lands?
allies' town needs help. We must hurry. Research finished.
Oh, I'm sure he's fine.
Through the roof of the world. We must end this.
Research finished.
Look at the fairy dragons and the chimera. Fly, fly over the forest. It's a good way to scout the area. Kobolds.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. The guilty will suffer. The end draws near.
Run! Run!
Research finished. Justice will be done. We're wasting time here. The guilty will suffer. I will finish the hunt. The hunt awaits.
Our righteous might will always overcome the forces of darkness. We shall aid you against these unholy beasts.
All right.
Hunt awaits.
Now we have a paladin.
Now is the time.
That's right, paladins have joined the Night Elves.
At your call.
I'm sorry. I just thought that was a little humorous. I mean, I'd be okay with it. I'm just saying. I'd be okay with, you know, players being able to play Night Elf Paladins. That's all I'm saying.
More lumber
Let the players play what they want to play. I mean, is that really so wrong?
We must hurry.
Oh look, Kale's even coming to help defend my camp.
Research finished.
I need more wisps to get lumber.
More lumber is required.
More lumber is required.
More lumber is required.
23 minutes. Now,
Our allies.
if, let's say, Illidan had finished casting this, do I think this would have destroyed the entire world, as Malfurion states? No.
The end draws near.
Would it have probably destroyed Northrend? Maybe. But all of Azeroth? No, I don't think so. Because that would go against everything that Illidan's trying to do. In fact, later on he says, I'm just trying to destroy the polar ice caps of Northrend, which would have destroyed the Ice Crown glacier that the Lich King is on top of. I doubt that alone is enough to actually destroy the entire planet. I'm just saying. You'd have to really sell me hard on that to actually get me to buy into that.
Help.
Pterodar. Or Pterodar, he's actually back.
Research.
Ah, he's fine. I mean, he's got this whole camp here. He's fine. It's like, look, just let me get some upgrades going. Lots and lots
Research
of upgrades.
finished.
So much research.
Research finished.
Oh, I can make more mountain giants. Let's get one of those guys. And then we'll get these upgrades. Not worried about the upkeep. Plus, I have room to make more moonwells. 21 minutes. I think we'll be okay.
Research.
We are playing on story difficulty, so I imagine it's not going to be that difficult to get through the base. It's just going to be a matter of making sure I have the right types of enemies to attack the summoners over there. That's pretty much it. Man, 250 lumber for this one upgrade.
Research finished.
But it's going to make them very tanky.
Research finished.
There we go. It's like, hey, you can make more fairy dragons. Which is not a bad idea, considering that I do need them. Cast fairy fire while in Storm Crow form. Let's do this first. There we go.
Research finished.
Quite a few upgrades over here as well. But of course, what's the problem? Lack of lumber! In fact, I'm getting close to the cap. Let's see. There we go. Let's get another wisp for lumber.
Research finished. Research finished.
We're wasting time here.
I am not afraid.
Good. Don't really need that. Let's go ahead and grab that.
We'll hold the Naga back for as long as we can. For Quel'Thalas.
Illidan.
Your building is complete.
The hunt awaits.
Let's go get him.
Research finished.
Let me face the enemy.
Our allies' town needs help. Our allies' town needs help.
We must hurry.
In position. Our allies' town needs help. Your building.
Rack Cold Skull.
Our warriors have engaged.
Oh, I'm sure Kale is fine.
Research finished. More lumber is required.
Yes, of course, more lumber is required. There we go. Let's get a glaive thrower to help with pushing towards the base. Well, hello.
Justice will be done.
I am sworn to avenge.
I am not afraid.
Your building is complete.
For my people.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
We're wasting time here.
That's a lot of air enemies here.
We must hurry.
Research
Alright,
finished.
hold on. No.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Now is the time.
Alright, fine, go ahead. Alright, so what I was thinking is because we apparently seem to be encountering a lot of air-type enemies, maybe we should get some more archers out. That seems to be an issue, so... Let's also get plenty more fairy dragons. Let's also get some
More
dryads.
lumber is required.
The hunt
Research
awaits.
finished.
It shall be done.
Justice
Alright,
will...
let's see if we can start making our way over here.
Research finished.
My strength is yours. Of course.
I stand ready.
Research finished.
The eye is fracturing the earth. The pain is excruciating.
The great outdoors.
Alright, let's see. So it looks like they go through this way.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
I stand ready.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
Hush the rebellion.
I stand ready.
Our allies' town needs help.
For Karamor.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Research finished. Our allies' town needs help.
The great outdoors.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
For honor.
I stand ready.
Is amiss.
Our champion has fallen. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Okay, this is getting a little dicey.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
At your call.
I stand ready.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Research finished.
What threatens these lands?
Anudora.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I
Dulled
stand
my
ready.
senses.
Standing guard.
The land.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Okay, so
Let me face the devil.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
alright, so every 8 seconds I can cast that, and Malfurion can kill the Ethereals. We're fine.
I stand
I am
ready.
not afraid. As you wish.
What threatens these lands?
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
What threatens these lands?
I'll try and get my Ev back up. There we go.
Something is amiss.
No, the spell is not done. It is not done.
It is over, brother. Your vile schemes end here.
Illidan Stormrage, for recklessly endangering countless lives and threatening the very balance of the world, I hereby sentence you to death.
Too much blood has been spilled on your account, Illidan. Even now, I can feel the lands of Northrend reeling from the spell you cast. Imprisonment will not be enough this time.
I will execute him myself.
Fools! Can you not see? The spell we channeled was meant to strike at the undead. Our common enemy. My mission was to destroy the Lich King's stronghold of Icecrown.
And no heed to the cost! Because of you, Tyrande is dead!
What? Your pardon, Lord Stormrage, but the priestess may still be alive. She was swept downriver, but it's premature to simply assume that—
Silence, Kale.
You told me she was torn apart. You lied to me.
The betrayer's capture was our primary concern, Shondo. I needed your help. I knew you would go to her, and we would lose our chance.
Just who is the betrayer now, woman? I must go to her immediately.
Believe me, brother. Despite all our differences, you know that I would never lead Tyrande to harm. Let me help you. My Naga can scour the river for us. Let me do this, at least.
Very well.
What? After all he's done, you would trust this traitor to...
Silence! I will deal with you later. Let's go, brother.
So, you know how it is. We gotta talk a bit. As I said before, Illidan wanted to point out that he was trying to simply destroy the Lich King. I don't know if it actually would have destroyed all of Azeroth or such. But Malfurion doesn't bring that up, because in that moment, all he's thinking about is Tyrande. And then Kael'thas, who at this time was still a good person, and also does not know that Maiev told him that she was ripped apart, is the one who speaks up and tries to, tell him the truth. And then Maiev immediately tries to, like, cover it up and like, quiet! But too late. And immediately Malfurion turns on her, realizing that not only did she lie, but, about Tyrande being dead, but she could also could now die because of that lie. In actuality, Malfurion also knows that Illidan loves Tyrande. So when he hears Illidan say that he would never allow Tyrande to come to harm, which of course he wouldn't, he knows he's telling the truth, and therefore knows if he's going to have any chance to save Tyrande, having Illidan help is the smart thing to do. And when he says very well, that's the moment where Maiev snaps. Because as I said before, up to this point, she's basically been a fan of Malfurion. Shondo Stormrage, it's an honor to fight by... She has always, she at this point has been a big fan of Malfurion, almost a fangirl of Malfurion. The moment he sides with Illidan over her, that's when she basically snaps. It breaks Maiev, because she cannot fathom that Malfurion would actually side with Illidan instead of her. Now, what's funny is when he goes, "I will deal with you later." I love the visual that he removes the vine, the roots that are trapping Illidan and puts them on her. I love that. So, all right, up next to the final mission for this campaign, the Night Elf Sentinel campaign, and it's pretty great. We're going to get to play as both Malfurion and Illidan. We're also going to get to have some Naga. Probably for the only time we've ever had, played a Warcraft game. Chapter 8, The Brothers Stormrage. Hours later, along the banks of the river Erebos, Malfurion and Illidan work together to pick up Tyrande's trail. Moving quickly through the woods, their skills and senses start working in unison, their twin wills bent on finding their beloved priestess before it's too late. I like that this is an insight that when they work together, they are a force to be reckoned with because they're brothers. So of course they would be able to work well together. It's just some of these differences and the past, which Malfurion can't let go of, prevents this from happening, more so than it should.
Prince Kael'thas said he last saw Tyrande being swept down this river. If she is alive, my Naga will find her.
They had best return with good news.
And the Murlocs.
The very sight of them makes my stomach turn. Where did you ever find such loathsome creatures?
Believe me, brother, you do not want to know.
Does the name Queen Ajara ring any bells?
Illidan, we have found your missing priestess. She and her warriors fight on against the undead, but I doubt they can hold out much longer.
Come forth, you mindless wretches, and taste the wrath of the Sentinels. Elun's light shall never falter.
You'd best hurry if you're to save her.
An undead strike force. But they're completely ignoring us. What could...
Tyrande.
Their flying horrors fill the sky. It would be folly to send your flyers against them.
We cannot depend on them now. Illidan, you must hold the undead here and prevent them from assaulting Tyrande's encampment. I will journey downriver and...
No, brother. The Naga and I can reach her faster. I will go.
What you say is true, but I risk much by trusting you, Illidan.
I swear on my life that I will bring her back, my brother.
I believe you. And Thoris Sathil, brother.
Ooh, the awkwardness of that conversation. He's like, I believe you. I mean, Malfurion knows that Illidan still loves Tyrande, which, like I said, it just makes the whole love triangle thing very awkward. Awkward. So, take note here that we actually have 2 camps with resources. Like I said before, Naga! We can play as the Naga! Murgle slaves, Murgle reavers. That's right, we have Murlocs. Yes, Murlocs, go! Harvest that for me. A coral bed, defensive structure, spawning grounds, a Naga Myrmidon, a Snapdragon, and a Dragon Turtle. Altar of the Depths, Temple of the Tides, the Shrine of Ajara, Naga Sirens, Tidal Guardians, Goblin Merchant.
You dare.
Of course, Illidan is basically the same as he was in that one mission back in Reign of Chaos.
Challenge.
But though I love the update to the model, I'm sorry, I love this model. People want to bash the models in this. I don't know. I don't get it. Take a look at the original models in the original game, and then look at these and tell me, really try and convince me that they are not better than what they used to be. You can't. You can't convince me. Metamorphosis is the version that we saw back then. Orb of Kill Jaden. Fire damage to the attack of the hero when carried.
Direct my wrath.
Shells.
I'm waiting with bated breath.
I'm waiting with bated breath. Let's get a Snapdragon out.
Goddess, if this is to be the end, let us die with your name on our lips.
Meanwhile, Malfurion's forces are way over here. Alright, use Illidan's forces to destroy the red undead base. Use Malfurion's forces to defend the night elf base. Look at all these things here. I guess those are things that,
One. It shall be done.
that were Maiev, because we're not playing Maiev again.
Anudora.
We are done playing Maiev in this campaign.
For Kalimdor.
There we go. Alright. So this is kind of awkward. Managing 2 bases. It's not unheard of. There have been missions like this where it's like, hey, you have 2, factions to control. Remember the final mission in the original StarCraft? Yup. Alright, so there's our... Let's get a tree paternity up. Gotta start working on these. Team resources. Malfurion's force has this. That's the overall forces. So I've got 2 groups trying, to get more and more resources. So that's the overall, I guess, and this is the separate one for Malfurion. Unless this is separately for Illidan.
Research.
In fact, hold on a second. Oh, okay, so I do have 2 separate resources. Slow
Research.
Ah.
Fight on, my warriors. We must hold on to hope.
So, spellcasters, parasite. Hold on a second.
Complete.
Okay, so these poor little murlocs. Alright, so what do I not have? So the Temple of the Tides, I guess, is the main base. Yeah, the main primary structure.
Research complete.
Spawning grounds, which is that. Coral bed, a tidal guardian, a primary defensive structure.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Oh, it's one of these. It is indeed.
Research complete.
Malfurion,
Something is amiss.
what are you doing?
Upgrade completed.
Ashtarodana.
There we go. Yes, all the upgrades. Alright, so yeah, two separate, groups of resources and resource collectors.
Keep fighting, my warriors. They may be our end, but they will
And two separate
never defeat our
caps
spirit.
here, so... I'm not really lacking resources for Illidan's camp, but
Research complete.
at this point it's just like... let's just go ahead and get it up. Alright, so this is the primary defensive structure, I guess. What does the coral bed do?
My song echoes from the deeps.
Oh, okay, so that's what helps with the food cap.
I can't build there. From the murky depths I come.
Don't be afraid.
Alright, let's start building up Illidan's forces. Oh,
My song echoes.
oh boy.
Research complete.
It shall be done.
My song
You go over here.
from the deeps.
Job's done. Research complete.
What threatens these lands?
You get away from there. Get to a safer spot, like right there. If I am mainly defending, what I need are more ancient protectors.
Another wave. We must hold out.
Research complete.
Okay.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Job's done.
So there's really not that much when it comes to the Naga forces. Which is a shame, because you would hope to see more, but considering this is the only mission in the game where we're actually going to get to play as the Naga, which is still a shame. And a reminder, to this day, we still don't have playable Naga in WoW, which I know plenty of people would absolutely roll a Naga.
My song is yours.
So they have Parasite, Frost Armor. Let's have this one do Parasite and this one do Frost Armor. Snare, Devour.
Job's done.
What the? Whoa!
Are there demons nearby? Easily. Is that all?
Hey, watery minions. Go!
Hey, sailor.
I grow impatient.
Did you just say, hey, sailor?
Illidan, we've discovered a dam blocking one of the river's tributaries. The dam is guarded by forest trolls, but the stream beyond it might provide us a faster route to your friend.
We shall see.
Fight on, my warriors. We must hold on to hope.
Yeah, we shall see.
Research complete.
Go, Illidan.
I'm blind, not deaf. Easily. Hardly a challenge. Is that all? Evil draws close.
The battle has been joined.
I feel like I'm gonna need to get more of these titled guardians up.
Research
Humans nearby.
The battle has been joined.
You dare speak.
Okay, that opened it up.
Easily.
Ooh, nice.
I'm waiting.
It's basically a life leech.
The battle has been joined.
I'm blind, not deaf.
Get him, Illidan.
Job's done.
Goddess, if this is to be the end, let us die with your name on our lips.
Oh, quit being so dramatic, Tyrande. What's gonna bother me is that Illidan is gonna be saving her, and she won't even thank him. And she'll just basically thank Malfurion.
Something.
And not say a word to Illidan, not really. And I'm sorry, but that does kind of bother me.
Job's done.
No! They took control of it.
I grow impatient. With hardly a challenge.
Illidan, get him, man.
Draws close. Vengeance is mine.
Hold the power. of the demon within! Okay, we're getting a little overwhelmed here. I may have gone the wrong way. I think I'm gonna need to make some more units.
The battle has been joined. Our allies' town is under siege.
You dare speak to me? Job's done. I grow impatient.
song echoes from the deeps.
I'm blind, not deaf.
My song echoes from the deeps.
None may challenge me.
A demon within!
Job's done.
Is that all? From the murky depths I come.
I'm waiting. My song
The battle has
echoes
been
from the
joined.
deeps.
Yep, they're going the alternate route we had just opened.
You're under siege.
And then look at that force that attacks them. What is that?
Battle has been joined.
My song
Yikes.
I grow impatient. You're under siege. Hardly a challenge. The battle has been joined.
Job's done.
My song is yours.
Research complete.
Pretty sure those upgrades do not help out the Naga forces, which is a shame.
Echoes from the deeps.
I do like that the sirens are basically helping me spawn extra units. Look at this. I love that.
The battle has been joined.
My song is yours. I'm waiting with bated breath. My song echoes from the deeps.
Okay,
Sailor,
The battle has been joined.
at this point, come down here.
by land or sea. I'm waiting with bated breath. My song echoes from the deeps.
The battle has been joined.
Are there demons nearby? You dare speak to me?
The battle has been joined.
Easily.
Research complete.
Is that all?
Hey, sailor. Don't be afraid. This is for you, chum.
so...
Oh, man.
I'm blind, not deaf.
This may take a while.
My song is yours.
The battle has been joined. Where shall I strike? I will honor our pact.
Are there demons nearby?
The battle has been joined.
Evil draws close.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Are there demons
My
nearby?
song echoes from the deeps.
There we go. Just to destroy the red base.
Illidan, what trickery is this? Have you come to finish me off personally?
No, Tyrande. You must believe me. I've come to save you.
Save me?
Where could they be? He should have brought her back by now.
Hurry! This is our last chance.
I hate that she sounds so shocked by that. Save me! Like, no, nothing.
Risked your life for me. I don't understand.
Whatever I may be,
Why don't you understand?
may become in this world, know that I will always look out for you, Tyrande.
Tyrande!
I knew you would not forsake me.
I thought I'd lost you forever, my love. If not for Illidan's aid, I may well have.
We have had much strife between us, my brother. I have known only ages of hate for you. But for my part, I wish it to end. From this day forward, let there be peace between us.
Note this is one of the times where Illidan reaches his hand out to Malfurion to say, let's bury this hatchet. Okay? Let's stop this. Let's let the past, be in the past. Let's let bygones be bygones. Malfurion has never once done that for Illidan. Illidan has been the one to do that, and that's one of the times he does that. And it bothers me that Tyrande just doesn't get why Illidan would do that for her. Tyrande is like... This is like that situation where you have feelings for this girl, but she's been completely oblivious to it, even if at times you've tried to be obvious about it, that you like her, but she just never notices. Because she either never noticed you, or she was into somebody else. And so when she finally notices you do something nice for her, she's like, why would you do that? And you just kind of want to tear your hair out, like, are you kidding me? All the times I've tried to show you how much I like you. It's that kind of thing. It's just, man. Like I said, awkward love triangle between these three. Finale, a parting of ways. Moments later, at the Night Elves base camp, Illidan prepares for his departure to some strange place that we'll probably never hear about again.
You have brought much suffering to the world, Illidan. For that, you can never be forgiven. However, you saved the life of my love. For that, I will let you go. But should you ever threaten my people again...
I understand, brother. Lordship over this world was never my aim. Only power. Only the magic. I've lingered here too long. I must go. By aiding you, I've betrayed my new master. If I am not careful, his wrath will be my end. Farewell, brother. Tyrande, I doubt our paths will cross again. In Shu Falana.
Fools! Have you no sense of justice?
Maev, Illidan has atoned for his crimes. He is no longer a threat to...
It's no use, Tyrande. She has become vengeance itself, bound forever to the hunt. I only pray that in her zeal, she doesn't cause even more havoc than Illidan.
Yeah.
Let's go home, beloved. We've earned our rest.
Yeah, she kind of takes care of that later, Malfurion. Yeah. But, note what he said there. And it's mainly true. Partly true, actually. You know, it's true he's never wanted lordship. Like, he didn't want power to be, I will rule this world. He didn't care about that. He just, he liked the, you know, the power, the magic. But also, at this point, remember, he has already made the, you know, had the interaction with Sargeras and found out what the truth of the Burning Legion is, and made his decision that he was going to find a way to beat them. Some way. And so, he is one of those characters that epitomizes the idea of a means to an end. And that's what the power is. It's a means to an end to end the Burning Legion once and for all. And he's also not entirely being honest with Malfurion about what's going on, because he's also worried that Kil'jaeden may have eyes and ears around and may be able to actually pick up on what's going on. So he's trying to save face. You know. Not entirely sure whether or not Kil'jaeden is actually going to come hunt him down now. So that was the Sentinel campaign. Up next, now this is kind of funny. This actually became a bit of controversy. Up next, you'll see it's titled The Alliance Campaign. And yet, it's also called Curse of the Blood Elves and has Kael'thas as the main focus. That's because this quickly turns from the Alliance to the Blood Elves as the main focus. I've always referred to this as the Blood Elf campaign, because that's what this really is. And this apparently got some people upset. That was called an Alliance campaign when it really isn't. Except for one person that is one of the most vile, despicable, and disgusting beings that has ever been in this setting. And we meet him right away. And he gives quite the first impression, and it never stops. This is also the campaign that has a pretty interesting bonus mission, which I will try and do, which also has something that will validate something I've said for a long time, which is that Blizzard did not create the Pandorans after Kung Fu Panda came out, because they had made the Pandorans in this game, which was years before Kung Fu Panda ever existed. But anyways, we will take a look, check all that stuff out when we return for the Blood Elf campaign. Stay tuned.